is Friday. It's day 2 of my market, but I wanted to do a recap of day 1 just to let you know how I did. So, I don't really know how I feel about it yet. So, I had a grand total of 9 items sell for the whole day. I got there at 8:10 a.m., by the way. My first customer did not come through and make a purchase until 1:30. I was set up by like 9:30. So I'm a little bit annoyed that I went that early because there was absolutely no point in me getting up at 5:45 a.m. to get on the road to get there. But it's okay, because let me tell you what sold. Even though the amount of items sold wasn't high, I'm not mad at my sales. So the very first item that sold was my Winnie the Dragon. Those big 4-foot dragons, that blue one that I've shown in my other videos. And I'll see if I can put a picture like right here. First thing, I had somebody come in my booth and they looked at that. And then my version of the mini Winnie, which is listed at $50. And she looked at her daughter and said, "Which one do you want? You want the small one or the big one?" She did not even look at the price tag. So I sold Winnie the Dragon first thing out of my booth for $125. So no matter what, I made my booth fee back for all 3 days. So not mad at that at all. And then I went probably another 2.5 hours without a sale, without hardly anybody even coming in to look. And then I sold a little chunky dino, which I think I've talked before about how much I hate this pattern because it's not the pattern that people sell at markets a lot. I don't know if it's just because I'm left-handed, if something's different, or if the pattern itself is wonky, but it's a set of 4 dino patterns, and I have tried 3 of the 4 dinos at this point, and every single one of them has come out looking awful. So, I put it out there, and I was originally going to charge like $18 for them, but he doesn't stand up. He falls forward. I just didn't like the way he turned out at all. So I decided to put him out for $10, and a girl loved it. I didn't put any spikes on it though. So I asked her if she wanted them, and she picked out some pink velvet yarn that I had with me, and I put custom spikes on it. And then I took a picture. So the picture is going to be right here. So it looks like it has like a little spiky mohawk, and I sold it for 10. And then I sold one of my turtles for 20. And next was 2 octos and 1 chicken for 32 total. So it was 12 for the chicken and 10 each for the octos. Then I sold a mini bee out of my carousel for $5. And then my vendor neighbor and I did a trade. So I had a chunky mallard duck that I don't think I took a picture of, but I'll see if I can zoom in on a picture from my booth if it's in there. If not, it's not going to be in this video. Her 7-year-old daughter really liked it, and it was listed at $25. So we did a trade. Her daughter got that, and then I went and picked out 3 super cute pairs of earrings. So the girl that was vending next to me does an amazing job. Her earrings are so cute, and they're also super reasonably priced. I don't know if she sells on like Etsy or anything like that. I'll ask her today, but I am going to put her Instagram handle right here. And if you want to follow her, please do, because honestly, I'm thrilled with the earrings I got. And I will take pictures of those, and I will put them in one of these 3 market day videos. I'm not sure which one yet. After that, the last thing I sold for the day was a scrunchie for $4. And yeah, that's it. So total sales was $196 for the day. But 125 of it was that dragon, and it was my only dragon, and like, it's the first one I've ever made. So I'm so happy that she's finding her new home. But I'm also really sad because that was like my pride and joy prized possession. So now I'm scrambling because that was like my attention getter for my booth, and it's gone. So I am working on making 2 more between yesterday, today, and tomorrow, because I'd like to have 2 of them on my booth for Saturday in the hopes that maybe I'll sell those too. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, I might only be able to finish the one. But yeah, so I'm going to get packed up and I need to get back out there. But I do want to cover one thing that I feel like not enough gets talked about within the vendor community on YouTube, is how much of a difference a good event coordinator makes. I mean, it's a little early to tell with this one, but I don't think I'll probably do this event again, and I was really excited about this event. But it runs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I did not sign up for Wednesday. The craft show is listed to open at 10 a.m., but no other events are going on for this until 3 p.m. And this is a little tiny town. So nobody's showing up for anything until 3 p.m. So why do we as vendors have to be there 5-6 hours before everybody else to just sit? I mean, clearly we're not getting any business during those times. I had nobody for hours. And then after I made that sale, I went another couple hours between even having anyone step foot in my booth. Also, the event coordinator was not there when I got there yesterday, and she said she wouldn't be. So I knew that ahead of time. But the way that the map was laid out was super confusing. And so every single vendor who's here has been confused on where they're supposed to be on the map. For example, I'm vendor number 3, but I'm in spot number 11. So none of us knew what spot we were supposed to go in. Like, should I go in spot number 3 since I'm vendor number 3? Or should I go in spot number 11 because that's how it looks on the map? Nobody really knew what was going on. And because the event coordinator has not been there, all of us are just basically guessing at this point. Also, the way that the map looked was that all of us were going to be kind of like in a square. And so we would all like face out, presumably, so that people could just like walk around it to see everything. But some of the vendors are not playing nice at all, and they're facing any which way they want to. So there's no clear direction on how people should get to booths or what direction they should go in. And so you just don't know. I've had people try to come in the back of my booth, and there's just a lot of bad attitudes going on too between vendors, and lack of direction and lack of organization. And I'm just not sure if I would do this event again for that reason. Like, let alone, I don't know how many people are going to show up this weekend, and we might have a better turnout today and tomorrow. But it just doesn't feel like there was a whole lot of planning and thought put into this, and I think it shows. That being said, I'm going to grab more yarn so that I can go work on these big Winnie dragons and then finish packing up the rest of stuff in my car, and then I have to go drive an hour and a half to get to this event. And I also had to pack a bag because I'm going to my mom's house tonight, and then from there, I'm bringing her with me on Saturday to the show. That way I'll have a helper. So I don't know how much I'm going to be vlogging, but I'm going to try and do a recap for each day of the market and then give you 3 new videos because I'd like to have some actual content on my page. I would like to get my content out to more people and be able to transition into making more content for people and maybe do the content that you want me to do. I'm so tired and it's only day 2.